All right, guys, we are doing the same thing we did yesterday, a little extra step or a little bit different in this first example. I already started just to save a little time. If we are finding the region bound by y equals 2, that's right here. X equals 5 is right here. Y equals 5 is this horizontal, and x equals 3. You can see we get a rectangle. What is going to happen here is that we're going to revolve it over the line that is x equals 6. So here's a difference in this example is that, let's see if I can first draw this line, is that we're not reflecting it over one of the sides. Let's see if I can just make it work like this. All right, we're reflecting it over this line. So when I do that, I have to count 1 over, and then I put my point right here. And then I'm going to get the same shape on the other side, and I'm just trying to make it look a little neater for once because it was kind of ugly yesterday. All right, so I counted from here 1 over to get to the line we're reflecting it over, revolving it around. 1 this direction. For this point at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what's happening here when I actually look at this thing is my shape, when I revolve it, I don't know if it's going to work now, is that I get a cylinder but this cylinder is hollow. Okay, so I have a hollow cylinder. I have like a cylinder inside a cylinder. So what is this shape called? We're going to call it a hollow cylinder. Okay, if I wanted to sketch the cross section formed by x equals 6, that's this line I already drew in. And this is perpendicular to the base of the cylinder. We have 2 bases. They are like a circle inside a circle. And this is perpendicular to it. So remember, the shape that is going to be formed for the cross section when it's perpendicular to the base is going to be the shape, the original that you had, and then after you reflected it, but before you revolved it. So this is what the cross section is going to be. It's going to be 2 rectangles because this middle part here is hollow. So it's not one big rectangle because there's like air in here. So there are 2 rectangles, and the dimensions, if you count them, are 1, 2 by 3. Okay, and then it does ask us to calculate that. So we have 2 rectangles. Whoops, sorry. 2 rectangles that have dimensions of 3 and 2. So that would have 12 units, and it's an area, so it's squared. On your notes, the next thing it says, hey, sketch the 2-dimensional figure that is formed by the plane y equals 3. Well, that's a horizontal line, and that's right here. And this plane is parallel to our bases, so it's going to have the same shape as our bases. And this is a cylinder, so here's the real deal. We have this. But we have a circle inside a circle, remember. So my base has an open circle in it. Isn't that cool? All right, so hello. No, oh, my fault. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now to find the dimensions of this, I just count. For this cylinder down here, this has a radius of 1. For this big cylinder, I start in the middle, 1, 2, 3. So from here, this little one is just a 1, but this whole thing out here is 3. So if I asked you to calculate the area of this beautiful picture, you would find the area of the big circle minus the area of the small circle. That's 9 pi and that's 1 pi, so that would be 8 pi. And I think on the Google form it's just easier if we ask you to round it to the nearest tenth, and I don't think we even have you put the labels on the Google form. But obviously this is an area. Alright, so there's our first video. Love it. A lot going on, a lot to think about, kind of cool. Pause the video, go back, see if you need to review it.